Howdy folks, Nathan Adlin here at the Fast Lane Car, and I'm way up in the Rockies. Well over 8,000 feet elevation. And behind me, the 2015 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon Hardrock Edition. And for nearly $40,000 as tested, I wonder if it's worth it off-road with that new name.
There is something special about where we are. Tons of snow, ice, and mud, especially snow and ice. And that's a challenge for the Jeep because these wonderful BF Goodrich TAs are fantastic off-road in the mud and dirt. But in snow, they have to work kind of hard to get that grip.
Maybe hearing some loud booms. Those are gunshots from our friend down the hill who's hopefully shooting at targets and not aiming at us. We do have a bright red Jeep. Now, speaking of bright red Jeeps, this is the Hardrock Edition of the Rubicon. So you already have gone up to a Rubicon and then you go up higher to this version here. And why is it special? Well, you get unique bumpers. You get rock skid right when he stopped shooting. Rock sliders. I don't know why I said rock skids. And now he stopped.
Well, rock sliders with additional tubing.
Yeah, there is additional tubing. Okay, let's do it again. 3, 2. You might be hearing some loud booms in the background. That's because we're not too far away from an open shooting range that happens here in Colorado. But we won't get hit because we're in a bright red vehicle. Now, speaking of bright red vehicles, this one is the Hardrock Edition. And what makes it special? Lots of goodies. You got unique wheels, hood, power dome hood, which looks awesome by the way, bumpers, and you have rock sliders with special outcroppings on the side of them for additional step ability. On top of all that, you have Dana 44's front and rear, and you have a disconnecting front sway bar. You have all the Rubicon stuff mixed in with that, and internally you have stuff that's really cool. Heated seats. I know it's a Jeep, but it's still really nice to have. Really nice looking leather. You also have an excellent stereo system for a Jeep, and you have a leather wrapped steering wheel. Put it all together and you have Rubicon capability with a little step of luxury and even more capability all in one package.
So it's a little bit of a challenge. And what I've noticed is that we've been having a lot of front end slip going through some of these obstacles. Look, it's still more than doable, but it is definitely something that's a little bit more difficult than you might think. Now, I'm not doing a donut here. I am merely going around a very tight circle rather quickly in order to turn around. It's a Jeep. This is what happens. Yeah.
285 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque. That's what you get with the Pentastar V6. It's 3.6 liter. Now they removed the boat anchor, which was the 4 liter, gone. And this one is much better in almost every way. Not only is it torqueier, not only does it perform better, but it also gets better gas mileage, combined 18 miles per gallon. And Andre, our man, has been driving it around on the highway, and he's been averaging about 20 miles per gallon, which for a Wrangler is impressive, especially with tires like that and all the drag that comes along with it being a Wrangler. Now that is a 4,100 pound vehicle. That's kind of heavy, but the reason it's so heavy is because you have skid plates, an actual frame underneath, heavy axles, and heavy tires and wheels. So yeah, it's a little heavy, but you know what? It's hard rock, it's like heavy metal.
Thumbs up for good driving. Poor Andre, he's gonna do something horrible to me. Probably make me dress in a dress again or something like that. Oh boy, whoa, a lot of slippage. So overall driving impressions. Well, on the street it drives better than any other Jeep built that's a Wrangler. Much better than the TJ, let me tell you that. I love the 6-speed manual, so do most of you. Get better efficiency with it, and it's actually very easy to shift. Throws aren't too bad. Doesn't feel like a truck, that's for sure. All right, one more time. Let's see if we can get Andre this time. And around we go. It's cleansing, is what it is. Who needs a shrink, right? Who needs someone to tell you you're okay? All you need to do is just drive a Jeep.
There's something very interesting a lot of you guys might not understand or realize about Jeeps, specifically the Wrangler. And that is, this one has a 6-speed manual transmission, which is awesome. It's awesome on the road. It's a lot of fun to drive. Just manuals are the way to go. But here's the thing about this vehicle. The Pentastar V6 does not have any other vehicle that hooks up to a manual transmission. Not a single one. So, if you want the V6 from a Chrysler FCA vehicle, this is the only one you can get that has a manual transmission option.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Now, go into low gear, try to get over this rock. Put it in neutral, pull her all the way back, and I'm gonna disconnect the front sway bar. Just pushing buttons and pulling levers. That's all you gotta do, right? First gear. Whoa. Doesn't care. I love it. Love it! Ah, this is awesome. It's so much harder with snow. Man.
Let's wait. All right.
Okay, come on.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna try to get through this, all right? And no. It's like a single load breach or whatever that all right, 3, 2, 1. Okay. 3, 2. Now, despite the fact this is a relatively small vehicle in terms of its overall footprint, it's very utilitarian. But there are a couple things you should know about. First of all, if you open this door and you have a little kid sitting right here, standing right here, you hit him upside the head. I know that from personal experience. It doesn't open like a regular door would. In terms of cargo space, behind the second row seat, if it's up and people are sitting in it, you'll have 12.8 cubic feet of space. Not a ton. But if you go and tumble this seat forward, the rear seat, and it can tumble all the way forward up against the back of the front seats, you have 56.5 cubic feet of space. Now, you can actually remove the second row seat. Pull the whole puppy right out. You do that and pull it out, 61.2 cubic feet of space. That's not too bad.
Awesome. Although I really do wish they would wear helmets. I know I sound like an old man, but kind of an old buddy of mine who passed away because of a motorcycle accident. If he wore a helmet, probably would have made it. All right.
Full disclosure, I love Jeeps, especially Wranglers. I always have, can't help it. I like going off-road, and if you're gonna go off-road properly, this is one of the better vehicles to buy. Now on the TFL scale, buy at least, you know what, forget it, buy it. Buy it, it's great. You don't get good mileage. It's not that comfortable. You will not be able to race any cars on the street. It doesn't corner that well on the highway. Merging is okay. Long distance driving can be a little uncomfortable. And who cares? Because once you get it onto the dirt, it's fantastic. And for those of you who have been to Disneyland and have been on the Indiana Jones ride with that Rocky vehicle, basically you can have that every single day with one of these, which who doesn't want to be Indiana Jones every single day they drive? For the Fast Lane Car, this is Nathan Adlam. Don't forget to go to tflcar.com for news, views, and real-world reviews. Hasta la vista.
While my man hops in, come on in, buddy. Woo. You know what? Maybe I'll turn the heated seat on, or maybe I'll turn on the air conditioning.
Oh.
All these things that Jeeps have now, it's incredible.
This is nice. This is pretty luxurious, huh?
Do you think the seats are as comfortable as I do? Because I really think that for Wrangler seats, these are some of the best out there.
Yeah.
Very
They seem
comfortable.
like they're cushioned. Cushioned the off-roading.
Yep, yep. So we're just finishing up this last section of off-road, and then Andre is going to take over, and we're going to do our impersonation of a T-34. Take no prisoners. Yeah, when I let go.
Low gear?
So, yeah, low. Rear end's all locked up. Sway bar's disconnected. Yeah. She's ready to go anywhere. That hill I thought would be a little challenge. It laughed. It actually laughed at me.
Just slowly just went up there and said, okay.
The hardest part of this whole thing has definitely been all the snow and ice. That's
for
really
sure.
tough for this. See, that's the great equalizer. So if you could be really good on snow and ice and do this type of off-roading, super truck.